Hi, this is JT and welcome to G Club. Today we're going to be looking at Hostage Negotiator Career and we're jumping into year 2. So this is actually the second video. If you haven't watched the first video dealing with year 0 and year 1, I'd encourage you to go back and maybe I'll put a little card up there or put a link in the description below so you can click on that link and go back to the first video. Well, we're going to jump into year 2 in just a second, but first I've got to do mea culpa. I messed up on some rules. So it was pointed out to me by the designer himself that I had messed up on the merit and stress rules to where if you make a roll, for example, when I was rolling for promotion, I have to be under the merit. I can't just meet or be under merit. And the same thing, like if I do a stress check or a career check, that I have to be rolling over it, not meeting it. If I meet it, I still fail. So for example, with this ongoing, with rolling for promotion, unfortunately, that means that I'm automatically going to fail as long as I only have a merit of 1. Okay. The other thing I messed up on was these consider this cards. And these cards allow you to roll, re-roll any 1 die. And I unfortunately, maybe it's because it was late or whatever, I was actually looking at that from the perspective of rolling all the dice, but it only allows you to re-roll 1 die. So that's something that I messed up on. And the other one is that when it comes to the final terror, what is called the pivotal terror, I can actually buy more cards out of the conversation area during that conversation. So if I pick up some conversation points, I can actually pick up additional conversation cards or burn some cards to gain some other cards in here. So that's something I need to keep in mind as I play through this next scenario. So without further ado, let's jump straight in and let's see what we get out of here. Again, I'm going to be looking at this from the perspective of trying to do at least 1 hostage negotiation per video. So let's see what year 2 gives us in our career. All right. Halfway into the year, your father passes away. You lose yourself in grief for the better part of a month. The chief says you can take as long as you need, but you're starting to wonder if you are taking too much time off. So we can either return to work or we can take another week off. Let's see. Well, I think just the way the stress is, personal stress is kind of high, career stress is kind of high. I'm going to take another week off, and just see what goes here. All right. The week is just what you needed. You get your closure. When you return to the office, though, you notice everything has progressed without you. You feel behind, and now we'll have to play catch up. Plus 1 in your career stress, but -1 in your personal stress. So that's good from this standpoint, but that is really bad for my career. I was already kind of high stress. I lost the last mission. So unfortunately that really brought up my career stress. So let's see what else we got here. All right. It says, if you do not have a negotiation in year 1, draw a campaign abductor. We did have a negotiation in year 1. Otherwise your year ends here. Your year ends and there have not been any hostage negotiation events. So that's kind of nice. I kind of came back from a long vacation, I guess not long vacation, being on leave, and I didn't have to jump straight into the mix here. All right. So, okay, well that looks like it's it. So the year ends and there's not been any hostage negotiations. So we will set this aside. I'll just slide this underneath. And that was year 2. Wow, that was lively. Okay, so let's jump into year 3. Let's see what we get out of this one. All right. My office now, the chief yells at you from the entryway of her office. You slink over to the office and peek in as you begrudgingly enter. Gotcha, she laughs. You should have seen the look on your face. How's it going, officer? Wow, she's really like to mess with you, huh? All right, I'm looking forward to the next negotiation, not the negative aspects, but do you know what I mean? Or there is something I want to talk about, Chief. Choose one stressor you have gained or general stress. Yeah, you know what? I'm looking for the next negotiation. So I'm just going to go with what I got here. All right. The chief smiles. Certainly is a rush, that's for sure. But be careful what you wish for. That adrenaline will turn into all kinds of terrible emotions if a crisis situation goes south. Remember, practice, prepare, perform. Enjoy your week, officer. -3 career stress. That is just what the doctor ordered. 1, 2, 3. So now I'm down to 2 and 2. So, wow, that actually kind of worked out pretty well here. All right, well, let's see what else we got. Draw a campaign abductor. You may choose to take the call or let one of the other negotiators or let one of the other negotiators handle it. If you let a colleague handle it, the year ends and there have not been any hostage negotiation events. But I take the stressor of colleagues. Yeah, you know, I think we'll go ahead and let's do negotiation here. Why not? So I set that aside. Now, last time, because I lost, I had to put back in Ark. I forget his name. Arkham or Ark something. So I had to kind of plug him back in and I had to go from there. So let me just check this real quick and we will flip this over. Edward Quinn. All right. Well, I'm going to take a look at Edward Quinn. Get him all set up here, and with the magic of editing, this all happened auto-magically. So we have Edward Quinn here, and his story is, with no medical insurance to cover treatments for his dying son, Edward has decided to make matters into his own hands. He has hijacked an entire floor at a local hospital. As long as his son gets care, he won't kill any hostages. But the situation is volatile, and if Edward gets pushed too far, it could end in disaster. He wants to save his son, no matter the cost. So this is kind of like that movie John Q. Starting demands. Edward only has one major demand. We've already pulled one of those out. And special rules. Anytime a hostage would be killed, instead move the threat level up by that amount. If the threat level ever reaches K, Edward immediately kills all the remaining hostages and escapes. If all hostages are saved, however, Edward immediately surrenders. And so we start with a threat level of 3, and he starts off with 7 hostages. So really, this isn't about trying to take him out as much as it is about trying to get the hostages out so that he'll surrender. So starts off with 7 and is at a threat level of 3. So we'll set him here, and we'll get started here. So there's been a number of movies like with Edward Quinn, like John Q. There's been Negotiator. I think there's all kinds of hostage negotiation, either shows. But let me know in the comments below. What's your favorite hostage negotiation movie? Let me know. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started, and let's see how bad I can do this time. So again, we start off with the zero cost cards, and we'll work with them. And so I'm going to try a little bit different tactic this time. I got some advice from some folks online about trying to use some of my cards in order to gain the conversation points. I did not take advantage of that last time, and I certainly want to try to do that now to try to help myself out. So, you know, let's kind of look here and see what we can do. You know, obviously I want to get some conversation points going and see if I can add to that, but I also need to start getting this track lower and start saving hostages, right? And so there's different ways I can do that. I can go little compromises, which would be good because I can get the threat level down, get my conversation up. So I really want to go for that one. And then this one here allows me to secretly extract some people, and the total mind control would be amazing, as well as hostage escort. So this one is all about me trying to get these hostages out. So let's see what I can do to make that happen and kind of get going here. So hopefully this will be a good one. All right. Let's start off with some small talk. Okay. Let's see if we can get somewhere with that. And that was lame. So that was a 2. Okay, so that only gives me 1 success, but I came up with 2 in the small talk. let's see. Reveal a demand. Reveal a demand and +2. That'd be kind of nice, but let's see if we can reveal a demand and add some flavor here. Ooh, 2 successes, so that's beautiful. So I get a +2, so that brings me to 4, and I get to reveal a demand. So let's look at this major demand here. All right. Major demand: expose the system. The system is broken, and Edward wants the world to know. He wants to tell his family story to a reporter. Add 2 hostages to the hostage pool to concede this demand for a -2 in the conversation or in the threat level. Put a random new Edward major demand into play face up, and remove this card from play. Okay, so wow, I would have to add 2 hostages. Which I think will represent like the reporter and the cameraman. But I would be able to get the threat level down. But there's no penalty for conceding. So that's good. But I feel like I only want to try to do that if I'm really in trouble here. But the other thing that's tempting right now is to do it so I can gain 3 dice. But I really don't want to do that. So anyway, we're at a good spot here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here. I think what I want to do is I want to try to grab some of these cards. And I think what I need to do is I need to burn some of these in order to be able to gain some. Because I need a 3. So like this hostage escort looks really good. So I think I'll go for that. And can I gain another 3? So, well, you know what? I'm just gonna take a chance here. Maybe I'm going too far, but I'm gonna burn 3 of these for conversation points. 1, 2, 3. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick up this hostage escort, see if I can get some more people out. Wow, boy, that's little compromises. So this will give me +2 talk, -2, and then a hostage, or +1, -1, a hostage. This one would actually add +3, 1, 2, 3. So that's tempting. But man, that's dangerous too, huh? So, but I'm gonna try that. Yeah, you know, let's grab that one. And that will take care of my 7. Okay, so this might be short because what I might do is try to actually hold on to these cards and then try to get these cards to come back, right? So these are all 0 cards, so they won't cost me anything, but I will get to pick them up next round, so they come back to me then. All right, let's check out this terror. Let's see what we got. Roll a die and add hostages to the pool as follows. Okay, so I get to roll 1 die. And let's see what we get here. So 2, I have to add 2 hostages. All right. So now we're up to 9 hostages. Great. So this is like the perfect storm here of adding more hostages. All right. Well, that is what it is, I guess. And we'll move on from there. All right. So here we go. We've got 3 different options here. Okay, I'm going to take a shot at this one. Let's see if we can do little compromises. Let's see if I can't make this work. Get some good rolls. Yes, that's perfect. Okay, so not only did I get a +2 in my conversation, I got a -2 now in my threat, which now means that I get to add another die to my pool. And I get to save a hostage. So that is excellent. And let's see. Keep cool. -1. All right. Let's try this one. Maybe I'm getting a little greedy here, but you know what? I'm going to hold on to these cards because once I pick these up, then I'll be able to use them to start flipping them over in case I start rolling 4s. So I got lucky. I'm good. So we'll put this one, well, that's got to stay in the play area for now. I've got 2 points of conversation. I like this one here. So let's just do take a breath. And yeah, let's just stick with that. Okay, so I got these. And now we get to look at the terror. So let's go to the second terror. All right, your time is running out. Discard half the remaining red terror cards rounded down, then discard this card. You may instead discard 2 red terror cards and shuffle this card back into with the remaining red terror cards. Oh, wow. Okay, so remaining terror cards. Red terror cards. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I would discard 4. Or I can throw this back in, and then I would discard 2, but that means I got to shuffle it back in, and then I would end up getting rid of 4 anyway later on. Wow, okay, well, I guess 1, 2, 3, 4. Just take the ones off the top, discard them, and we'll throw this in here so we don't get to see what we discarded. Boy, that really stinks. Okay, so I've only got a few turns to handle this. Man. Yeah. Wow. Okay, that hurt. So we're gonna put this down, and now we're gonna see. We have to make a move on. So this might be a really short session if I can't get this figured out. Okay. All right. Let's see what we can do here. Real demands, short talk. Okay. Just take a breath. Okay, let's try this. Let's do just take a breath. I got 3. Hopefully I don't have to use any cards up. Oh, that hurts. So that's -2. That did not go well. I told him to take a breath and it did not go well for me. Okay, let's try this hostage escort, because I gotta get some hostages out of here. And oh no. So the guy that I went in to go do a hostage escort just got captured himself. That's fantastic, and I have to stop the conversation. Okay, well, rolls are not working for me, so that's not cool. Okay, so I'm gonna just put this back to 0. I'm not gonna pick up any more cards, and that basically just killed that round. So that did not work out well for me at all. Just take a breath, and then hostage escort, we'll put that back, and then, well, now we're gonna look at the terror. Situation is worsening. +1 to the threat. Well, that's tough. So I'll get rid of 1 die since we're back up to 2. And now it's my turn again. All right, let's see if we can do some real damage here. Okay, I don't really need that reveal of damage. Reveal a demand. Those 2 I can burn for other things. So I think I'll use these for either adding that. Okay, let's see if we can keep cool here. Wow, I am not doing well at all. I just lost a conversation point. Let's see if we can gain it back with some small talk. I can burn 2 to get +2. Just a +1 in the conversation, or I could burn these 2 for conversation points and call it a day. Okay, so I'm gonna take the +1, but I'm gonna burn these 2 to give me a +2. So maybe I can get something out of that. Okay, let's try this one, because maybe I can get a +3 and return this card to my hand. Yeah, this ain't working for me, gang. This is not gonna go well. All right, well, let's throw these 0s back in, and now we're gonna take a look at this terror. I'm running out of time. Minor demand, food. Concede during any conversation to ignore an in conversation, but the penalty for conceding is remove the associated conversation card from the game. So I end up losing whatever the conversation card is. Let's try small talk here. Let's try it. Wow. Wow. I am going, this is bad. Okay. I could do this, which would get rid of this card. Give him some food. Okay, we'll get rid of this card. I don't need to have that. So, okay. Well, this small talk here is going to give me a +1 no matter what, right? So might as well try to roll that and see if I can get more than just a +1 out of it. Very good, I got a +2. Okay, so now what I can do is I can burn this one and make it into a 3, which then gives me this hostage escort again, so that maybe I can get some hostages out. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to pick all these up, pick that one up for the 3, because that would brought me up here. And then these guys, they go back into here. All right. So terror event. Oh, I'm getting angry. +2. 1, 2. Wow. Okay. All right. No despair here. No despair. We're gonna make this thing work. I need some conversation points. But okay. Going for it. Okay. Blowing it for me. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's a +2, or I could burn 2 for +3. That's not worth it, because I can burn 2 for +2, right? So I can get the +2, so that's good. That is encouraging. These 2 I can burn for 2 more, which would give me 4. I could go 5, 6 here. If I burn these 2, which would give me what, the secret extraction? Yeah, you know what, I'm going to try to use these 2. So let's try to use these 2. Okay. Keep cool. See if we can get somewhere with that. Okay, either I lose a conversation point, or burn 2 cards and drop the threat level down 1. I'm just gonna have to lose a conversation point. I don't think I can afford to do that. Okay, and then we're gonna try this one here. Come on. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I am not. This is not going well. This is a train wreck. Okay, gang. Well, that ends that. I've got 1 point. And if I burn these 2, I can get a 3. And these hostage escorts are not working for me. All right, so I'm gonna burn these 2 to give me an additional 2, and that gives me a total of 3. All right, grab this. I'm gonna take a reroll, and then I'm going to grab these 2 cards. Okay, so these 0 out. This one goes here. These 2 go back in here. All right, terror card. Almost done. Okay, demand for media coverage. Put this card in play near the other demands. Concede for any conversation. Take the any conversation card from the available area into your hand for free, but it goes +2. And I can't do that right now because the way that he works is that if it ever goes to here, he kills everybody and I lose. So penalty for conceding is +2. Right now I've got what, 2, 4, 6, 8. I have 10 hostages. I started with 7, saved 1, and now I'm down to 10. So kind of feels like my weight loss program. I got to lose 25 pounds, and I've only got 30 more to go. Man, I need some conversation points, and I need to move the needle. So let's do keep cool. Okay, I got 1, so that's good. I can move that back 1. Okay. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I did total mind control, I rolled 2. Oh, but then I'm adding 2, so it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'd still be in that arena. I just need to get these hostages out. Yeah, if I did this one, this would be getting me closer to a really bad situation. Okay, so let's see if I can gain some things here. All right, you talk, I listen. Okay, I got 1, so that gives me +2. Do I want to re-roll though? Re-roll one die. I could do that. Let's do it. Let's see if I can get another shield out of this. Well, that didn't work. I gotta roll it in there. And I didn't. Okay, so that was kind of a waste. All right, last I got small talk here. I think it's worth it. I'm gonna get a +1 if I get it anyway. +2. Okay, so I got a 4. So that's good. Little compromises seems to be really good. Hardball seems to be really good too. But man, I did not get any hostages out that round, and I'm hitting my pivotal event. Okay, I'm gonna grab this one. Let's do it. Let's play hardball. Let's put the small talk back. Put that back. Put that back here. Okay. All right, let's see what we can do here. We got the last event here. Okay. Oh, place your highest cost conversation card back into the available area with no effect. So what I just bought, I just lost. Wow. Okay, well, I'm just gonna have to try and save as many hostages as I can. Okay, small talk. I got a chance here that this is not gonna end well. And I just lost. So this gives me a +1, but it ends the conversation, which was a really bad call. I should have just picked this up and tried to go for that. So that ended the conversation, and now I just killed like 10 hostages. Wow, that went really bad. All right, well, Edward Quinn is going to escape. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, 10 hostages I just killed. So that did not go well. All right, well, next up after that is the personal event. So let's try that out. It has been a good year. You have trained hard and done your job well. The chief approaches you one day with a problem. She tells you that she needs to let someone go and wants your opinion on the underperformers. The easy way out and tell the chief that the decision is above your pay grade, or give the chief your 2 cents. I'm going to take the easy way out. The chief rolls her eyes. I thought you were more decisive. We make tough decisions every day. Usually the lives are on the line, not just someone's job. If you want to be promoted, you're going to have to play the game. -1 merit. Well, the good news is I didn't lose any merit. And wow, that was kind of lame. All right, and then mark your career sheet with the results of the negotiation if one occurred this year. Then apply the effects below. Successful negotiation, +1 merit, -1 career stress, -1 personal stress. Reward is promotion, but unsuccessful negotiation, -1 merits, which can't get any lower. +1 stress for both career stress and personal stress. So killing 10 people didn't work out too well for me. So wow, not a good career as a hostage negotiator. I really was hopeful this time with Edward, but hitting that card that all of a sudden just drops like half the deck out, and then on top of it just hitting one bad luck after another with these terrors and with these rolls, there was just nothing I could do. So I'm now going into year 4 on my next one. Hopefully I'll do a lot better with that. Again, if you found any kind of rules errors, or you have any tips or anything on what I could have done better, maybe something I messed up in this one that man, that could have saved me, or if it's just the bad rolls I've got this time around. Let me know in the comments below what you think. But in the meantime, I'm going to let y'all go, and we'll see you back for career year 4, where we pick things up again with the career. So I'm going to go mark my sheets, and I'm going to go cry on my pillow tonight. So with all that said, my name has been JT. My name has been JT. All right, and with that said, my name is JT, and you've been watching G Club. Thanks so much.